Is this the best place in Europe to spend your Christmas? There are so many awe-inspiring places within Europe, but nobody does Christmas like London. So keep watching if you want to feel like you've been smacked in the face with holiday happiness. In this video, I'll share the best holiday activities for visitors to London, from where to locate the greatest Christmas lights and markets to festive-themed pubs, sweets, and sights. But before we begin this adventure, take a moment to subscribe to the Global Travel channel. This channel is all about practical tips for traveling, so stick around until the end for the ultimate Christmas guide to London. Let's start with some essential tips for surviving Christmas in London, because while it is magical, it is also incredibly hectic. The first tip is to plan ahead for time for any excursions or eateries. Unfortunately, Christmas in London does not allow for spontaneity, and many of the most festive activities may sell out weeks in advance, so plan early. The second tip is to visit at off-peak hours whenever feasible. Weekends in downtown London can be chaotic, with hundreds of new visitors pouring into town to view the lights, conduct their Christmas shopping, and enjoy the atmosphere. If you don't prepare beforehand, this will result in crowds, lines, and tears. The difference between a weekday and a weekend is unexpected, so if you can plan around busy times, do so. Finally, keep in mind that public transportation is not available on Christmas Day, so plan accordingly. Let's get to the fun stuff now. Here are some things you must do on your Christmas visit to London. The first thing to do is marvel at the incredible lighting displays and decorations. You don't have to search far in London to find Christmas cheer. When you walk into Central, you'll be bombarded with holiday happiness, from a brilliant sea of lights along the major commercial streets to beautiful storefront decorations. The glittering angels on Regent Street, the creative displays on Carnaby Street, the famous blue arches on South Molton Street, and, of course, the extravagant storefronts and lights on Old Bond Street and New Bond Street can all be found all around the main shopping strip of Oxford Street. More exploration of Mayfair will lead you to some of London's most renowned holiday facades, such as the Advent calendar at Fortnum and Mason, the epic display at Annabelle's, and the stunning decor at Burlington Arcade and the Royal Arcade. Let me know which display is your favorite in the comments section below. If you don't mind paying, an open-top bus trip is the best way to see these lights up close. I know it's the most prominent tourist choice, but it's also the least stressful, since you don't have to worry about traveling or navigating through people. So you can simply zone out and enjoy all the gorgeous lights. A far cheaper alternative would be to board one of London's iconic double-decker buses and attempt to get a seat near the front. To increase your odds, begin at the first stop. The number 12 bus from Oxford Circus is a good bet, and if you want to escape the chaos of central London's Christmas decor, you'll be pleased to know that there are many other areas outside of the ultra-busy core that go wild with the holiday spirit, the most notable of which are Chelsea and Belgravia, where glittering lights and extravagant storefronts await. Of course, another must-go Christmas activity in London is to visit one of the city's Christmas markets. While London's Christmas market scene differs from that of Central Europe, there are still many markets scattered across town that are worth a visit. With a few exceptions, most of these markets offer a lot of ordinary mass-produced things at inflated costs, but I really appreciate them for their ambience. I suggest taking a walk and getting a drink to get into the festive spirit. Just avoid them at peak hours, since they may get really crowded. Winter Wonderland in Hyde Park is undoubtedly the crown gem of London's Christmas market scene. It's a huge fun fair meets market with amusement park rides, carnival games, a stunning Bavarian village ice rink, and exquisite wooden Christmas market chalets. Of course, this indulgence comes at a cost. Winter Wonderland is among the few Christmas markets in London that charges an entry fee, with famously high costs for food, beverages, rides, and games on the inside. However, it is a Christmas tradition in London and worth visiting at least once to see what all the fuss is about. I suggest reserving far in advance, going at an off-peak season, and pre-purchasing game and ride tokens online when you purchase your tickets, since admittance is free if you spend more than £25. Many food and souvenir vendors are here, and a few covered lounging spots to keep warm. This market also overflows into Hayes Galleria, which is also beautifully adorned for the holidays. Speaking of iconic sites, one of London's most renowned squares has its own Christmas market. In front of the famed National Gallery, the Trafalgar Square Christmas Market is a tiny market with a few vendors and a sitting area to enjoy your holiday food and drink. The centerpiece is an annual gift from Norway, where carolers sing every evening. While there isn't a trend here, the ambience is particularly nice in the early evening, so a brief mulled wine stop is certainly suggested. In Leicester Square, there's another Christmas market hosted by the same organizers with an immersive atmosphere owing to its enclosed layout and string lights hanging from the trees above. More food and drink choices, as well as a few gift dealers, may be found here. This one gets really crowded, so get there early to escape the crowd. The South Bank Centre Winter Festival is a little more spread out, with exhibitors and entertainment scattered between the London Eye and Waterloo Bridge. Aside from some exciting light displays and an alpine curling pop-up, there are other great places to cuddle up, with a drink and even igloos to rent. This market has limited vendors, but the ambience is amazing if you can get a coveted spot. Another Christmas market awaits at the recently restored Battersea Power Station. The Glide ice skating rink is perhaps the highlight of this London Christmas market, but there are also a few fun fair games and attractions and a festive food market on the Coaling Jetty. The Kingston Christmas Market, which takes place in the historic Kingston Market Square, is a bit further away. While tiny, it's a fantastic place to get a snack, and there's also the adorable Alpine Village at All Saints Church, close to explore. Our next London vacation must-do will be visiting the city's iconic department shops. London is home to some of the world's largest and best-known department stores, many of which are entirely decked up with seasonal decorations. Harrods, an iconic London institution whose facade is bejeweled with over 12,000 lights, generally steals the show annually. If you can survive the crowd, the inside is equally spectacular, with its festive food hall and Christmas store providing a more affordable alternative to the constant stream of brand labels. There's also Liberty, famous for its Tudor Revival architecture, which has its own Christmas store during the holiday season, stocked with every type of decoration you can think of, including a beautiful Lego miniature you have to see to believe. Selfridges is another department store that goes all out, with a spectacular Christmas shop on the top floor and a different theme for its windows and interiors every year. It is similar to rival department store John Lewis, which has many spots across the city. Before we continue, be sure to like this video if you want to know more about traveling. I have more videos about it that you can check on the channel. While you're at it, please do subscribe. Don't be shy to click the notification bell so that you won't miss any of our future uploads. Now let's continue with ice skating, which is another popular activity on the London vacation calendar. Pop-up ice rinks allow residents and tourists to put on skates. There are also several alternatives, but they may fill up quickly, so make a reservation beforehand. The Queen's House in Greenwich, the Winter Wonderland ice rink in Hyde Park, Glide at Battersea Power Station, the Somerset House ice rink, and others in Canary Wharf, Skylight, Tobacco, Dock, Westfield, and Hampton Court Palace are among the most popular seasonal rinks. In addition to these pop-ups, there are year-round skating rinks at Alexandra Palace and Queen's. Now, of course, after gracefully gliding those calories away, the next step is to sample various celebratory delights. As soon as November arrives, the city is hit with a wave of festive food and drink specials everywhere you go. For an exceptionally luxurious treat, many hotels and restaurants across London also put on a special festive afternoon tea. The perfect excuse to enjoy many tiny treats under the guise of cultural exploration. Aside from decadent cuisine, London excels at comfort, which is why you should make a point of visiting a festively decorated restaurant or pub. Walking throughout town, you'll see restaurants and pubs of different cuisines and prices decked up with baubles, garlands, and an outrageous quantity of Christmas lights. Some establishments go considerably further than others, but two well-known examples are Miracle and Henrietta, and Daphne's in Chelsea. There are also other locations across the city where you can rent your snug igloo, or if you prefer something more low-key, just select a classic old-style pub with a crackling fire for all the best Christmas emotions. The Churchill Arms is famous for its Christmas display, which includes over 80 trees strung from the building's external walls. Aside from eating, drinking, and gawking at magnificent decorations, another enjoyable London Christmas pastime is attending a holiday musical or concert. London is famous for its cultural offerings, which range from West End shows to concerts by nearly every major artist in the world. But come Christmas, the city's cultural calendar is jam-packed with special Christmas concerts, Christmas movie experiences, and of course, pantomimes, a type of fun, lighthearted musical comedy theater that is especially popular during the holidays. Finally, London's main attractions are decked up for the holidays. There are many fantastic sights to see in London. Still, the holiday season is a terrific time to view them since there are significantly fewer tourists than during the high summer season, and many delightful Christmassy touches are scattered throughout. Some of the more well-known seasonal specialties are Hogwarts in the snow, which enables visitors to see Harry Potter sets and props with a holiday twist, and Christmas at Kew, which transforms London's gigantic Kew Gardens into a spectacular light trail every winter. But don't worry, even ordinary London sights embrace the holiday spirit. From the Tower of London, where we were met by Henry VII and his wives dressed as Christmas trees, to the Cutty Shark, which has a unique Christmas tree. Even the London Postal Museum and Transport Museum have a few holiday surprises, so be assured that Christmas is everywhere in London. There you go, those are the reasons why London is the best place in Europe to spend Christmas. Feel free to add these places to your bucket list for your next trip. Again, please like this video and hit the subscribe button so you never miss a single video. How about you? What is the best place to travel to in Europe this holiday season? Let me know in the comments section below. Thank you for watching. See you on the next adventure.